It is 6:49 and we are taking a live look at the Strand in Galveston courtesy of Saltwater Recon as the dirty side of the system in the Gulf continues to dump rain on the Houston area. And in the middle of that storm is where we find our Devon Rahming this morning.
Yeah, Devon, rough surf and rip currents at the beach, and now we're seeing some flooding along the Strand. How high is that water?
Well, Ron and Stephanie, good morning. It is probably several inches deep at this point. You know, this is the Strand that is prone to flooding during significant rainfall. And as you can see behind me, the streets are practically covered. There are portions of this area that you can't even see the roads because of just how high the water is. We've actually seen several businesses as we were driving into this area from the seawall. There were several businesses down in this little district that have taken extra precautions with sandbags at their doors to help kind of keep some of that water out. And you know, here along Rosenberg Street, I actually spoke with one woman just a couple minutes ago before we came live to you guys, and she told me that the last significant rainfall they saw, they had about 3 to 5 feet of water in this general area here. So it's really going to be just sort of a wait and see game to see how things play out with this tropical system as it moves into land, and then the impacts that are going to be felt here to see how this all plays out. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Devon, thank you. That is a popular tourist area, but not today. I'm surprised there's even cars still parked on the side of the road there.
I know, because of the buildings there, you know, water can get trapped, and it does, just like Devon said, it can happen oftentimes with some heavy rain, but that's really the worst of it right now. So in Galveston County, I would be just a little extra cautious. The reason, again, all of this tropical moisture is on the move. It is thanks to potential tropical cyclone 1. Now look at this. This was a live update for you. We just got this information in from the National Hurricane Center. This is the latest 7 a.m. advisory. Notice not much has changed. We will be looking at the next advisory at 10 a.m. to see if we do get Tropical Storm Alberto on our hands and to see if there's any changes with the official track from the National Hurricane Center. But again, consistency. I like that anytime we're talking the tropics. So we're still expecting landfall early tomorrow morning towards Tampico, Mexico. Live look at the radar. So far, so good. This is manageable, light to pockets of some moderate showers. No thunderstorms. It is not that heavy, and we don't have any high water spots. Now, you saw the live shot in Galveston. Again, I would say in Galveston County, use extra caution, and it's really all thanks to the high tide between 5:30 this morning, happening right now, through about 7 or 7:30, that we'll be looking at some of the water levels there. Overall, 288 in Brazoria County. We have continued to see moderate rain. I think some of our highest rainfall totals today will happen from Brazoria to Matagorda County. Rain showers now, on and off rain through lunchtime and through the afternoon. I will say it looks like through Harris County, basically what we're seeing right now is what will continue through the afternoon. It doesn't get heavier. So light to pockets of moderate showers throughout the day, mainly for Harris and Fort Bend County. This morning, about an hour ago, the National Weather Service did take off Fort Bend County out of this flood watch. So they lifted that watch. So now it is Galveston, Brazoria, Matagorda, Wharton County. Here locally, they're under that flood watch. 2 to 4 inches of rain on average. If you're saying, hey, I saw accumulations that were exposed to be higher than that in the past week or so, models have been trying to get a handle on where the bulk of this moisture is setting up. This morning, so far so good. We've been really watching the high tide, the rough surf in Galveston. Great image here. Look at the choppy conditions. So again, use extra caution if you have to go to Galveston. If not, I just wouldn't. Jen, I've been watching some of our rainfall totals over the past hour, and notice zooming in towards Brazoria County, just south of Alvin, Bayou Trails, thanks to our neighborhood weather network, over an inch of rain in several spots. So it just depends on exactly where you travel this morning.
Yes, understandably so. And I'm glad to say that we don't have any major flooding, no major issues working. One problem spot that I think is happening right now is on the East Loop. But I did want to give you a wide perspective before I zoomed in on where exactly the rain would be in your area right now. And so if you see down here in the Alvin area, up 288, Magnolia, a little bit of rain to deal with, but overall it's not too bad. Our traffic is super light for this time of the morning. You can tell that most of our delays are here on the east side of town, Beltway headed southbound and the East Loop headed northbound, and downtown right near the GRB where we would typically see issues. Now this is unusually heavy, and it just popped up about 5 minutes ago. East Loop northbound at Industrial, we have to have some sort of lane blockage ahead. So a problem before you reach I-10 in the northbound direction. But like I said, otherwise just wet road conditions. Galveston, we're looking at 61st Street. Remember, you do have flooding along the Strand, as you just saw our reporter Devon reporting live from that location. So I wouldn't encourage you to go to Galveston, but that's what it looks like at 61st. I'll leave you with this soupy look at 288 in Orem, nice and easy toward the Med Center.